Yo, what's good, people? It's your boy Silverstone, and you are watching Factory 78. Silver says Lego. Yeah.
Tell us about your brand new album, Evolution.
Well, Evolution is my brand new album. It's out right now. It's a collection of music that I've created. It's a fantastic story because it's just about me evolving into the artist I am, into the person I am. You know, COVID came, it shut down a lot of things. But as a musician, I had to find ways to uh, survive, find ways to just be inspired and just create new music. And this is what I've come up with, And I think it's an awesome time as well for music and for musicians because right now we're more freer to do what we love. And that's what the evolution is all about.
Girl, you did give me that feeling. Girl, you did give me that feeling.
I've been working on this album for about 2 years, and I was putting out a couple of singles. So I would say, yeah, my expectation is just that people listen to it, people enjoy it, people marinate on the vibes and the energy, and this is set up for more music. So yeah, my expectation is that I'll be expecting more music from you. That's what this album is gonna make me do.
I like the way that you roll. You make I lose control. Mind, body, and soul.
This project, I'll just be doing the rounds, speaking to great people like yourself, radio and TV. Also, we'll be doing posters as well, and obviously online. But the main thing, I just want to show people and showcase people that I'm making music that I love, that I enjoy. And the way I want to promote that is just through just everyday speaking to people. Also, I do a lot of speaking events, so people will be hearing my music in that as well. So just overall, whichever situation I have to promote it.
Body and soul. Oh Lord, you did give me that feeling, yeah, feeling.
I don't focus on reviews. Definitely, that's not the focus. I'll listen to reviews. If people say, "Oh, I think you should," I'll listen to it. If it sits with my spirit, I'll do it. If it doesn't, then everybody has an opinion, and it's quite important to be able to listen and to be humble enough to take action on that as well. So I wouldn't say I wouldn't listen to reviews. However, I wouldn't allow myself to be to be ruled by the reviews that I hear. So yeah, man. But I'm up for I'm up for listening. So if you have any reviews on my music, let me know. Tell me. I really want to know.
You roll, baby girl, you lose control. Mind, body, and soul. Light it.
I produced 80% of the songs, and one of them was produced by Tujo. Jamin Tujo, he did Touch You, and Midge, who's a guy that's based in LA, he did So Good. But apart from that, I produced everything else because I love producing music. I'm first a producer, so.
Okay, before.
Mind, body, and soul. Oh Lord, you did give me that feeling, yeah, feeling.
Um,
Is it the same format?
it's the same, more or less the same format, but it depends because as I'm a musician, just like you pick sounds on the keyboard, you don't use the same sounds. Sometimes you use different sounds. So with your voice, sometimes you might change your voice a little bit. And so I do that sometimes to just work on the record and just for it to gel a bit more because, it's part of the creative process.
The way that you roll, baby girl, you lose control. Mind, body, and soul.
It varies because money is very important to push your music. I'm an independent artist. Everything you see comes from my pocket. Like there's no label, there's no cash injection from anyone. Like literally, it's self-made. So yeah, the budget is whatever I have at the time. Because sometimes like there's a quote that says you don't have to be great to start, you have to start to be great. So for me, I'm just like, you know what, if this is what I've got and I feel the music is great, I'm going to continue and I'm going to push it as much as if it's £10, if it's £100, that's what I've got, that's what I'll use. And then by God's grace, wherever that £100 or £10 gets me, I'll continue making more music and grow from there. It's a process. So yeah, as for budgets, it's crazy. Music is a never ending uh, investment scheme.
Mind, body, and soul. Oh Lord, you did give me that feeling.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm actually thankful that it hasn't, because I guess I, I'll speak from the outside, but because I've never been in it. But however, a lot of the deals I'm hearing now, like let's say 10 years ago, people got into deals. Now they're getting out of them, and it sounded like a bad marriage. You
What is
understand?
happening?
I think what happens is someone puts money on the table, and as a young kid who doesn't have much idea or focus or understands the business, they get into it. The money's on the table. They're like, "Yep, give me how many albums, whatever," and it sounds great. You're able to buy a house. You're able to buy a nice car, some chains, help your mum out. That's great. But then what happens is, you have to deliver music, and if it doesn't hit the threshold that they want, then you're in trouble, and then before you know it, you're shelved, they're not even dropped. And then it's crazy. So I don't know, like personally, I'm thankful that like no major labels are throwing money at me. What I've been able to do is figure out my own situation. I built my own studio. White Hut Studios is a great recording facility. I bought cameras. I invested in myself in a way that, okay, you know what? I want to know that my videos will look good. My music sounds good. My equipment's top tier. So if a label comes to me, they're not going to bamboozle me with like, oh, we'll get you in the studio. I got a studio. Oh, we'll get you shooting videos. Well, I've made connections with people who are going to, shoot or do XYZ. I think the only thing I'd love from a label that us independent artists don't have is the PR. I ain't great on the socials. I'll be the first to say I'm not great on it. However, I know what I'm good at, which is the music. So in terms of me now thinking, yes, getting a label, why haven't labels been involved or stuff like that? I think it's actually been a blessing because I've been able to grow. I've been able to understand, like if you think about it, especially through the pandemic, a lot of artists that we knew that were pumping their songs in 2018 and 17 and maybe even 19 are not really dropping now because the labels are like, bro, they're in mad situations. So yeah,
cash flow.
Yeah, I would say cash flow.
No show.
I would say, yeah, the shows, but also they didn't learn. You have to learn how to survive. Like it's like if someone's always bringing you food and then they don't bring you food, you're gonna go hungry.
Yeah.
If you didn't know how to cook, you didn't know how to cut the onions. You know what I mean? You didn't know how to cook the rice and cut the fish and all those things. Like it's so important for you to learn, and it takes time. Remember them, like artists before it was artist development. Now it's just like the artist is big, he's got a big song on TikTok or YouTube or whatever, social media, and then boom, let's put him out and push him. And he doesn't even really know how to, it's like putting someone straight into a Lamborghini as their first car. It's going to crash. And then after you're going to be like, oh, you messed up. And then, so I guess it's good to have the slow process is better, which is what I'm on.
Okay. So what makes you still stay in this industry?
I love music. Bottom line is, what makes me stay in it? I love music. I love to create. It's not about the numbers for me. It's about being able to put out what I love and what I enjoy. I've also been able to make different situations happen for myself in other businesses. So I'm able to, invest in myself and invest in my music as well. So it helps me to stay doing music. I don't want to be in a situation where if this doesn't hit, then I'm stopping. I'm going to 9 to 5. No, I've built things that are going to say, you know what, that's going to work. That's going to work. If that doesn't work, we can siphon. That's how I've done it.
Feeling, yo, so I like the way that you.
Afrobeat has gone from Afrobeat to pop music.
It's not pop now.
Yeah, it's pop. Everything has everybody's song from whoever you want to talk about. Everybody has Afrobeat sounds in it. Afrobeat is pop music. It's popular music. It used to be popular just amongst Africans. Now it's popular amongst the world, and that's beautiful. and that's what we want. That's what we wanted.
Wanted.
You know, I just hope that we can continue, and I think we will continue to keep it to us, because the great thing about African music is it comes with the culture, comes with the language, comes with the, you know, you can't,
You can't just come and adjust.
yeah, you can't come and do Tesco's jollof. It won't stand. You know what I mean?
Oh Lord, you did give me that feeling, yeah, feeling, yeah, feeling. Girl, you did give me that.
You know what? It's not. It's okay. UK UK is like a laboratory, yeah. So it's almost, we come up with new sounds,
Yeah.
you know, come up with new things, and you know, and ideas. And basically, I feel personally, it's just like, oh, you know, back in the day, jungle, garage, funky house, bass line, all these things. They have their moment and then they go, have their moment and they go. But with Afro swing is still about, like, if you listen to some artists, especially even from, you know, different parts of Africa, they've still got that kind of Afro swing. You know, it's R&B, hip hop, you know, with a little Afro sound on it. It's still there, but I just don't think, you know, as many artists obviously are drawing to it, because I'm a piano's crazy right now. So it's just it's waves, man. But it's still there. It's, you know.
Baby girl, you lose control. Mind, body.
We have to remember that everything has its season. You know, in the summertime, we're not going to say it needs to be snowing. You know, a time will come when high life will, you know, hip life will come back. And I just think it, as long as we, you know, embrace the change of music, is fine. There's no point trying to stick and stay and be like, oh no, this is the sound, or this has to come back. Let's just enjoy the whole, you know, enjoy the evolution of it, because that's what's happened. You know,
Feeling, girl, you did give me that feeling, feeling, feeling.
you know what? I think that the thing, as a producer, I think you're always playing around with sounds. I mean, I did some stuff with an orchestra, and that was with a 24, no, 46-piece orchestra, and that was kind of, I'm a piano-y, Afro, orchestral. It was a whole different sound, and I think as a musician, you're always going to do some new sound, whether you now coin it and you now continue to make song after song after song for people to be like, this is a new sound. You know, that's another thing. But we're always making new sounds, man, in the studio. Loads. Like, in fact, I'm working on another project, another two projects, just for, you know, just for this year.
Mind, body, and soul. Light it up and let's blow. I like the way that.
So for one thing I have an organization called White Heart in Education, where we go to schools and colleges and mentor kids through music with a 6-week program. But also, I have a project that I'm running at my studio for younger people. It's a free recording session that they come in, record their songs, and then we're gonna do a live lounge for them to record their music, upload it on YouTube, kind of showcase that there's a lot of talent. And it's not, and this is not confined to just Afrobeats. This is just creative young people, because not every young person is going to do Afrobeats. Yeah. Some of them will do Coldplay type of stuff. Some of them will do hip hop. Some of them will do whatever, reggae. It's just about being, what's the word? Being creative. So that's one thing I do for young people. It's quite important, because the way I look at it, we have to be the change that we want to see. As an artist, I have to see that I'm giving something back, you know, in my own way. Some artists are too busy doing their own thing, which is fine as well. But personally, I like to be able to give back. I think it's quite important. So that's one thing I'm doing. We have a food bank as well, which is very important. Like, to, you know, we partnered with Waitrose, and we have other like programs that we're running for young people as well from the studio, and maybe even another summer club. I did a summer club last year, a winter club as well, for young people to come in with music producers and stuff like that. So there's a lot of kind of things I'm doing in the community for young people. So yeah.
Do you get funding for this stuff?
Sometimes you get funding, yeah. Sometimes we fund it ourselves. You know, it's important as well to kind of be able to showcased that we are willing to do this with or without funding, but then the funding helps. We've been able to speak to Arts Council, our local council as well, Croydon, and even some stuff in Maidstone as well. So yeah, there's been a lot of help as well.
Mind, body, and soul. Oh Lord, you give me that feeling, yeah, feeling, yeah, feeling.
I wouldn't say left behind, man. I say every seed takes its own time to grow. You know, like yes, Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa booming right now, but bro, there'll be other countries that are gonna do, some crazy stuff. There's gonna be some Zimbabwean, Zambian, Tanzanian. They're all coming up. And the good thing is that, you've got a trailblazing country or countries to showcase what Africa can do. And then you've got other countries that are just gonna be learning. And at some point they're just going to showcase their fantastic talent. I don't think anybody's been left behind. I think it's like a class, isn't it? Yeah. It's like being in class. Not everybody's going to be top of the class.
Baby, can you lose control? Mind, body, and soul.
I won't lie. The last performance I did with this 45-piece orchestra was awesome. Like for me, that was.
Did they have audience in the studio just on the? Did they have like audience?
Yeah, it was an audience, a huge audience. I'll send you the video of it. It was great. And it was fantastic because this is Afrobeat. Now, the Bible says a prophet is not always welcome in his own home. And sometimes what it is they might see you as, that's Silverstone, whatever. I see him. Then when you go to another place and they see you for who you are, for the talents that you have, it's different, So it was a standing ovation. After I performed, I only performed one song that with the orchestra, 6-minute piece that I wrote and composed with Fiona Bryce.
What song is that? Is it in your
it's not on my album. It's not on my album. It's a fresh song, new song, but I will be putting it out. I'm planning on recording the string parts with the orchestra to put it out on Spotify. But yeah, it was awesome, man. And I'd say it's very important for you to go.
Idea or
I was approached. I've done work with this orchestra before, but I was approached to do something original. A lot of the time they worked on the songs that I had already, but this time we did something original, and that was, like sublime.
Girl, you did give me that feeling, yo, so.
Not at all, man, because just like you said, the music chart is like school report. But there's many people that you went to school with that are bums now.
Yeah.
Some people you went to school with who you thought, this guy was top of the class. What are you doing now? Yeah, bro, I'm doing exercise, and this time you're doing better than him in life. Life is not, you know what I mean? So it depends the way you look at it. Because I'm telling you, as long as you figure out who you are, maybe you weren't supposed to be top of the class because you're supposed to own your own school. You understand? I was bottom of my class. My GCSEs were the worst, but now I employ people that went to university, and I never went to university. So it's important. It's possible.
People use that to judge artists nowadays. Like, what's your number?
Your numbers, and it doesn't. What it does say is your song being promoted? Yes or no? You've got great promotion. You've got rubbish promotion. That's all it is. So once I realized that, because my promotion, I wouldn't say my promotion is the best. And I'm looking for someone to help me to promote. So if you're out there, hit me up, because I want to learn how to promote or employ someone to help me to promote. However, it doesn't mean that the music is bad. So the numbers don't mean the music is good. We all know how we can get numbers. So I'm just being real here.
Feeling, yo, so I like.
Boy, I'd say show. I'd say both actually, but man, I tell you, I'm in a place where right now I'm investing a lot in music and not looking at what the returns are at the moment. However, I'd say yeah, definitely the streaming is good, and when you get good shows, it's awesome. I mean, shows are good. Shows are good. I would say, obviously, streaming is consistent. Shows can be great, and then sometimes there's no shows. You know, you can do a show. I did a show. They paid really well. You know, the last shows I did were paid really well, better than the streaming. But then you never know, man.
Feeling, yo, so I like the way that you roll.
So in the team, I'll just say passion. Somebody that's passionate. My team is very small. Like there's 3 of us at the moment, including myself. So it's just people who are passionate about pushing the music and pushing the boundaries of who Silverstone is. So like myself, I'm a producer, songwriter, business owner. I'm a speaker as well, public speaker. So, and that public speaking is a new thing I did. I did 2 tours in Canada, one in February and the other one in October last year. Yeah. And that was something new I came up with and found someone to work with in Canada. And we did that. So for me, as long as I have someone who's passionate about coming up with a new idea and pushing it and investing time in it, that's what helps to build a new team and a good team.
Control, mind, body, and soul. Oh,
Afrobeat sound, I wouldn't say it's been hijacked. It's been the influencer.
Okay.
It's been the influencer, and that's good. You know, a lot of people are going to use Afrobeat sound. A lot of people are going to use the lingo, the dancing. Like it's pop, it's popular. So I don't think it's hijacked, you know.
the way that you roll, you make I lose control.
I don't think you can compare hip hop and Afrobeats. I think the thing about Afrobeats, and I keep saying, it's from a whole continent, and you've got different countries, you've got different languages, you know, it's the cultures, so many different things in African cultures and African, like just within Africa. So I kept saying, once the doors open for Afrobeats and African music, we're here to stay. There's so much music that we haven't even heard of. By the time it's been influenced by this, that, and the other, you got a whole new genre. Look at Amapiano. Amapiano, like those who didn't like house music end up loving Amapiano because it's the right mix and blend. We've got so many genres for that to happen to.
Mind, body, and soul. Oh Lord, you give me that feeling.
I don't visit as much as I should. Last time I was there was 2021.
That's 2 years ago, man.
Exactly. So that's not that. Is that a long time or is that short?
It's like yesterday.
It was like yesterday. Oh, okay. I thought it was long because you know I was in Ghana in December. But yeah, the music industry in Sierra Leone still needs some help.
What do they need?
I think they need quality control. I think they need inspiration and how to kind of like figure out their own sound. The only one I know is Gumbe, Gumbe music. And again, because Freetown, Sierra Leone, I'm not too sure because I lived there, but the sound was, there's so much international sound in Sierra Leone. So when you go to Sierra Leone, you go to a bar, they're playing Cher and they're playing Tom Jones. Yeah. They're not really playing as much Afrobeats. Or you go to the club. Yeah. This is when you maybe go to a bar or you go to like a
few years
ago. No, wow. Well, when I was 2021, they were still playing a lot of, you know, old international music to appease the older Lebanese kind of people, you know. It's different. When you go to Ghana, 100%, I would say 80% Ghanaian music, you know, and then 20% the rest.
Well, in Ghana, people also complain that Nigerian music and Afrobeat.
No, in the club it's different. I'm talking like if you're in a bar or whatever. But in the clubs, yeah, Nigeria, like they're playing whatever's popular.
Yeah.
Whatever's popular. So if Wizkid drops a jam, they're playing that. But I think it's still a good thing that we're playing more African music. Whereas in Sierra Leone, is a lot of international old music.
So that means they need to try and explore their own sound.
So important. I've been saying that. Like it's so important. Or just play the new music from the new artist.
Being in public space, maybe you should try and go there and just do some music seminar. Have you done that before?
I haven't done that before. And funnily, my friend just did one. And a lot of people have been telling me I should go Sierra Leone to do it. And I'm going to set something up because there's a school called Balanta School that my dad took me to. It's a music school. Yeah, so me and my friend Alice Holloway were thinking maybe we should go over there and just do some seminars, just some talking, and then also maybe send over a recording studio.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just thinking, so that's something I'm actually planning on doing with my team as well. But yeah, it just definitely needs something.
So what's the plan towards before that, you've got something out that you and your colleague, Industry. Tell us about the Industry.
Wow. Industry. So my boy George and some other guys will come up with basically we've always wanted to be going out to these events, but the way the industry is quite locked. You know, your name's not down, you're not coming in. And sometimes we look at it and we're like, why is there so much gatekeeping? And the way I look at it is you have to create your turn. You have to create your own opportunities. Nobody's going to give it to you. So I think what we've had to do is now look and see, okay, right. The industry that we love and we want to be a part of, we have to create our own way to get into it. So it's creating like a society of people, like-minded people who want to go to these events, and it's giving each and every one the information on how to get in and when it's happening. Like for instance, you always find out on Instagram the next day, oh, this was happening. Jay-Z was here. Rihanna was around the corner at this club. Like afterwards. So it's just through calling, through talking to people, different, just sourcing different contacts and realizing, okay, we have a WhatsApp group and everybody shares information of different events that are happening, and then everybody that's in that group will have access to it. So imagine I got sent something by somebody and be like, yeah, this thing is happening. I'll send it on to the group and be like, yo, guys, this is happening. Who wants to go? I think it's important because we have to create our own situation. Like you said, why haven't labels knocked on the door? Bottom line is you can be your own. You can create your own situation. Same thing as, why hasn't anybody invited you to the party? I don't do Afrobeats. Next minute, everybody I'm talking about is UK.
Okay.
So many artists I've spoken to. I don't do Afrobeat. That person's biggest song right now is Afrobeat. They're still trying to do new song. The only song that we like from them is the Afrobeat one that they did. Yeah, like I'm telling you, the industry is weird because there's a lot of ego, but I don't know, man. Like the reality is, that. I don't know, unless we got some multiple millionaires in this game and you can just, be like, yeah, F you, I don't F with you, whatever, cool. But I feel that everybody's still working on pushing this thing. No one's on no Elon Musk money. No one's on no Jeff Bezos money right now. We're all working. We're all hustling. So I think what it is, and what I've come to realize is, it's also, what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of people are insecure. So the fact that I might come to you to say, hey, this is my record, and the fact that you may play it may make me slightly bigger, or you might feel like, I'm not messing with this because, boy, yeah, this guy doesn't do anything for me, so I'm playing his record as a DJ. Like, it's sad, man. And I'm telling you, for UK artists, I've seen so many artists that struggle with that. So many artists that decide, I'm not doing this music thing anymore. If you think about it, back in 2015 to 2019, Even before that, there was so many Afrobeat artists in the UK. Like there was loads of us, loads. Now in 2023 is not as many. Those ones that were there are not there anymore like that. Obviously they're around in terms of alive, but I'm talking about actively putting out music, and you can see that they're in a good place. It's crazy because we're not helping each other. Like no one's like guys are out here on some F you pay me thing where it's like, you know, and even if you want to pay the guy's asking some stupid money. Like, come on, bro. Like, you know, this is why that industry thing is good. This is why.
How can people join the industry?
So we'll put the link in. We'll send you the link. It's a members club, so you have to be of a certain, you know, you have to be doing something. Can't just be like, I just want to go out. No. You know, show us what you're doing, and we can also, you know, that's it. Some may say that's another way of gatekeeping, but it's not. I think what it is it's good to have quality control as well.
Yes.
It's not about just having everybody in, and it's like, you know what I mean, you're in some market, but it's about, okay, right, who can do X, Y, Z, you know. So if I know, okay, Landry, you're a DJ, all right, cool, you're in the industry, all right, cool, let's link up, you know. And then even if you know another guy, oh yeah, this guy's good, he's not in the industry, you can bring him in.
You lose control, mind, body, and
It's still early, but it's late for me. So I'm working on finishing. So I'm working on a reggae project. The reason being because I love reggae and I feel so free as an artist to just explore what I want to do. So I'm working on a complete reggae project, and then I'm working on a neo soul project as well, like Afro neo soul. Yeah, yeah. I'm just playing around with different genres, you know, it's like Jay Dilla type of beats. Because I love that. Yeah, just like with, you know, just different vibes. I'm still working at it, and so I'm hoping I can release both projects this year.
So you're gonna be like a collaboration with other artists?
Nah, man, it's all me at the moment. I'm happy to work with other artists. Again, I've reached out to artists, but artists that they're giving me this Hollywood business, so it's okay.
Jamaican or Caribbean?
Jamaican.
Or UK.
The joke is for this project for Evolution, I had two features on them, and recorded. One of them I'd done the video to. The other one I was going to do a video to, and after some time the artist said, oh yeah, I don't want to be on it anymore. Like one of the artists said, I don't want to be on it anymore. My label is telling me I can't jump on it because I'm about to release my music, this, that, and the other. So I had to take him off. His name is Pow. Nah, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say, man. Like, you know, I should actually, but it's okay. It's no beef. It's no problem, man. But the reason why I'm saying it is because that was a hurdle I had to get over. You know, imagine you have your songs finished, you like it, everything's cool, you know, but let's just say the person who said they couldn't jump on the or release the record is a big movie star. And he has the same mix as me. So I'm half Sierra Leone and half.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So apparently this guy said to the artist that he signed, man, I had to re-record the record. The record's called Hey Lover, you know, and I had to do a second verse. No, I didn't clear it, man. I didn't clear it. It's okay. I'm putting it out. If they want to come for me, my cowboy is there. Collect it. It's cool because I love the record. And LL Cool J doesn't jump on people's songs anymore, man. But I did have an opportunity to jump. There was somebody else. I can't remember his name. Not Grandmaster Flash, but one of his guys was gonna jump on that record. But I just thought, I wasn't too sure. And anyway, I had another record, One by One. Had another artist on it, same thing. Oh yeah, my sound has changed. So basically, I'm saying that to say sometimes, you know, you'll collaborate with artists, and then come up. The song is done, and you'll come up with these problems. So now I'm just like, the only person I don't have a problem with is myself right now. You know, I don't have problems with other artists, but those artists can be problematic or bring a problem to you. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna write my stuff. I'm gonna write the 2 verses. If someone says, yeah, you know what, I want to jump on it, let's do it. If not, you know. So yeah, like it's these are the things you have to go through as an artist, man. You know, so
Silverstone, thanks for coming. How can people reach out to you?
Thank you. Hit me up on Instagram, Silverstone Official. My other Silverstone account, I'm still trying to get back into it. Hit me up on Facebook at Silverstone, and on Twitter, Silverstone Beats. So yeah, man, thank you very much, Factory 78. It's been awesome.